We're going to solve some quite difficult algebra problems, and even more exciting than that, we are going to use these 4 key words here. So we're going to explain them through an example. First things first, it tells us, which is not a great surprise, that this is a rectangle, ABCD. We're going to use that by filling in the missing sides, because opposite sides of a rectangle are the same. So I'm writing in there that the side opposite 3a plus 2 is also going to be 3a plus 2. This, of course, means that we times a by 3 and then we add 2. Now it asks us now to write down an expression for the perimeter of the rectangle. Now an expression, much like a facial expression, tells us something. So we have to say what we're forming the expression for, and in this case it's perimeter, but we could also form it for area. If you think back to facial expressions, the combination of the features of your face tell us something. They generally tell you what mood you're in. So it's not just your smile or what your eyes look like, but it's a combination of all those things. So that's very much like an algebraic expression. It has to tell us something. So we're going to do part A. We're going to write down an expression for the perimeter. Now what do we know about perimeter? Well, we have to add the lengths of all the sides together. So let's do that under here in blue. So we're going to do this side here, 2a, add the top, which is 3a plus 2, add the other side, that's this side, 2a, plus the bottom, which is 3a plus 2. So this is our expression for perimeter. It's a collection of terms. So I'll tick that word off. Each of these is a term. Remember that the plus goes with the 3a, not the 2a before it. A collection of terms which involve some algebra, so some variables, a in this case. Now, we have some algebra skills which enable us to collect together all the like terms. So we're going to collect together the 2a and the 3a to make 5a, and then we're going to take this other 2a and this other 3a to make 10a altogether. We've then left with 2 number terms, 2 and 2, which gives us 4. So we have now formed an expression, and what does that expression tell us? It tells us the perimeter. As a little challenge, you could also form an expression for the area. So how would you do that using algebra? So we're nearly there. We're now going to write a formula, which is simply, a formula tells us how to work something out. So I've now made that into a formula because it tells me that P, which is perimeter, is equal to this expression, 10a plus 4. So there's not a lot of difference between a formula and an expression, but a formula has an equal sign in it, and it tells us how to work something out. Final thing then, we're going to make it into an equation, and for that we're going to use the information in part B, which is that the perimeter is 38. So we're going to replace P with 38, using a bit of substitution from Wednesday's lesson. And we're going to write the other side as it is. And hopefully you should recognise this now. It is, of course, an equation. To solve an equation, we need the a's on one side. Let's leave that 10a where it is on the right-hand side. Move that plus 4 over to the other side. And that becomes 38 take away 4. And therefore 34 is equal to 10a. And we should know then that that means 10 times a is 34, and therefore a is 34 divided by 10, so a is 3.4.